Thing.
104.1 KRBE.
KRBE HD1 Houston.
Cumulus Media Station.
Live from the TXU Energy Studio.
Say it.
Say it for Sabrina.
Say it for Sabrina.
What are we going to be saying today?
All right, you guys pay attention to this phrase I'm about to tell you because we need you to repeat it back to us at 9 a.m., 12 noon, 3 p.m., and 5 p.m. And then that'll make you a finalist for the 4 tickets in the KRBE suite and the ride to and from the show. The phrase is, I slammed the door.
I slammed the door.
I slammed the door. That is going to score you the opportunity to be in the running for the experience with Sabrina Carpenter. The show Ride is brought to you by Top Tier Chauffeur Services, and the whole thing is brought to you by Shell Federal Credit Union. I slammed the door. Make a note of that, and then hopefully you're caller 104. 4 different times we give you a chance to be caller 104. Okay, so we're going to go around the table. The first thing I'm starting out with is something Special K loves.
Yeah.
Mountain Dew. Mountain Dew.
I even bought you a hat a couple years ago at Nutcracker Market.
Do the do.
Yes.
Now,
The original. I don't like any of the Baja Blast bull crap. That ain't even Mountain Dew. That's a whole different drink.
How dare you? That is a good point. How dare you?
So Mountain
just
Dew
posers.
has changed like flavors, like to Kevin's point,
Hot posers.
and their logo has changed over time. Now the original Mountain Dew logo is like real 80s-ish kind of looking. Sometimes they throw it back to the retro, like with Pepsi and Coke. They do that.
I forget what it looks like.
It looks like a lightning bolt, kind of. It
Like
says Mountain
Gatorade?
Dew as a slant, kind of looks sharp.
It said the whole word mountain.
It said the whole
Before
word
that,
mountain,
it was
and then they
even
changed it.
more basic.
In 2009, they changed it to just MTN because it's too cool to say to spell the whole word. And it's been like that for a long time. Now this new logo, it looks like more the one they used in the 90s, which was based on the one from the 60s. See how everything old is new again, and old and new again. So the original 1948 logo was really different, so they didn't want to get that nostalgic with it, but they've had so many different logos over the years, and now they're going back to the one from the 90s.
Oh, yeah,
But the sugar content is the same, like 70 grams in one bottle.
I was
Jumping out of your skin.
at Randall's yesterday looking in. They have so many different sodas, obviously, but
Yeah.
they had RC Cola. I remember that as a kid. It's the same box. I mean, the same design.
It stood for Royal Crown.
Yeah, whatever it is, it looks the same. It
Versus Crown
sticks
Royal,
out because it looks like
which
it's
is
made from the
delicious.
80s or something.
Yeah. It was blue with a
Yeah.
circle in the middle of the RC.
Yeah, they also had,
They still make RC? You
yeah,
saw it
I saw the
yesterday?
12 pack, and they
I would
had
have
one
bought that just to taste it.
Pepsi Nitro.
Oh yeah,
Some
they
more
did.
caffeine.
That was
What was
a
that?
campaign they started a couple of years ago. But
I saw
don't
that up
think-
there.
I
I'm
don't
like,
know
what the
how
hell's
it's doing
So
this?
it had additional caffeine to
I
it.
try not to drink soda as much as I
No.
stay away from that stuff if I can.
A 12 fluid ounce can of Mountain Dew has 46 grams of sugar.
Oh my God.
While a 20 ounce bottle has 77. Remember, 4 grams is 1 teaspoon of sugar. 4 grams is 1 teaspoon of sugar.
I drank it all throughout my high school career, but I don't drink it anymore. I don't drink any sodas now, and as an adult, unless it's a Sunday and you're recovering from Saturday,
Or you're
with
sick
some
and you need Sprite and
Whataburger.
crackers.
Oh yeah.
Why is Sprite and crackers or Sprite and ginger like the
Or 7
universal
Up.
fix?
Oh, that's medicine right
It's
there.
medicine.
Yeah.
Or on an airplane, do you for some reason feel compelled to order ginger ale on an airplane?
People
Yes.
Why do we do
Yeah.
this? Why
No.
do I want ginger ale on an airplane?
They
I
have-
don't know.
They have it, and you're not used to seeing it, maybe.
Or I'm not a big soda drinker, and they don't have iced tea, right? They don't have iced tea.
Yeah, I don't think so.
And so I'm okay with Crystal Geyser water. I'll pass. So I'll go ginger ale. Extra ice, please.
Huh.
Meh.
Speaking of bad habits, I saw this. What's a bad habit you guys are not willing to change? Like today, I told you how I'm not going to go on my phone when I'm done today.
For social media
to look at
apps.
You're
TikTok,
glued to social
'cause
media.
I think my day average is like 7-8 hours a day
8 hours a day on social
throughout
media?
the whole day.
But to
Yeah.
Eric's
Wow.
point,
I do it
he
for
is the
work. I'm always-
executive
Yeah.
producer of one of the biggest radio shows in this country, so he has to be on his
I want to
phone.
know what's going on, but then sometimes you get in that algorithm. So you're like, are you getting the are you really knowing what's going on, or are they just feeding you the sugar? They're just giving you what you want. The same thing.
Well,
You know
what do
what
we
I mean?
see? The social dilemma, that's what they're doing.
Yeah.
They wave to you. Hey, Ahmad hasn't heard from you in a while. Wave back.
Some of these other things are
They
like,
want you to engage in their app.
refusing to delete old emails. Gmail, you don't have to.
Man.
Just keep that stuff.
I hate deleting my emails.
Oh no, I clean it out.
No,
I
I
wanna
gotta
know
clean it out.
everything
It drives me
that's
nuts.
happened.
Go on your
work
phone right
email?
now. What?
Just when I thought I had a
make me do
handle on
that.
it, you go a few
Oh, look what
days
mine
and
is.
it's out of control.
Look how many emails I haven't read.
How many?
104.
104. Look at that.
I'm advertising.
Let's see. How many?
I was good with my clean out until last week when the
36.
wheels fell off. You only have 36 emails?
Some people have like
36
10,000.
unread emails, yeah.
But is that just one account or all your accounts?
That's just one account.
No, I have all my accounts linked together. And between all my accounts, I have 5,006 unread emails. Oh, 5,011 now. I just got 5 more.
There's so many junk
5,011.
A lot of
mails.
times I like to leave them, like I already read them, then I click, mark as unread.
So you can keep it at the top of
That
the
way
thing.
it stays bold print.
I mean,
So I can
I
see
felt
it.
like I'd achieved something, Eric, when I started
5,000,
doing. Well, I started doing the clean out, and I was
I'll
very
just
good
delete
with
them
it
all.
for the last year and a half. I've been very good with like the timeliness of deleting. But just in a week and a half, I have not had time to go through it, and that's 6 email addresses getting junk mail that I've tried to eliminate by unsubscribing and whatever. I'm like, son of a
How many do you have, Kev?
biscuit.
2,150 in my Gmail.
Man.
Not read?
Unread, but they're all promotional ones. You know, you have the tab that's all promos.
Okay.
You know, and then priority. So
You have to
they're
sit
all
down
promo
and, you have to
stuff.
sit there and click. I don't think I've ever seen you open your Gmail
No.
so on your phone.
No, because it's all personal stuff, and I don't need to deal with that. Well, I don't want it to be a distraction
I
right
don't
here.
have to deal with my
No,
personal
I don't want to deal with
problems.
personal stuff. I'm sitting here with you. You're gonna make me angry.
He's a landlord over here.
I get the power bill for over there in Sharpstown. Like, gosh darn it, how is it double from when I lived there?
Listen, this texture made a good point. People who say they don't drink soda feel the need to brag about it like they're better than the people
That
who
is
do.
true.
Big eyeballs,
Well,
sideways.
A little bit healthier.
And it's like,
I mean,
I don't drink soda. I haven't had that in
I just try and
20
stick with
years.
water.
You
Water's
drink
boring.
water? Would you like
I am
eat
obsessed
fish?
with sugar, with no, fish and water.
I know I can't.
No, I gotta have at least a nice tea.
Well, I'm certainly not
Milk.
drinking milk. He drinks milk with pizza.
Milk
Wait,
with
you have
fish?
milk with fish?
I did.
Oh my God! Who are you?
Come on, Kev. Is there any food you can't have milk with, or is it milk with every single one? And
He's
are
fixing
you
his sewer so
7?
much.
You go to a restaurant as a grown ass man and order a glass of milk with your fish.
No, I would never. This is just at home. I have this. I probably wouldn't do it with a steak.
Have you ever mixed like gin and milk or?
I would never do that either.
Do you make a cedar plank salmon with a glass of milk?
Probably not, because that's another red wine accompaniment there.
Or is it white?
No, because it's kind of a
Fatty?
a darker,
Thicker fish.
thicker fish. I don't
What
know why. I
about,
just like how it tastes. With
What about chocolate? Chocolate milk. You ever put a little spoonful?
Oh,
of
shocking.
Nestle?
Nobody's ever heard of that flavor combination.
No, and also the chocolate that I eat is that.
Sorry, wait, can we just roll it back? Did Ryan just ask you if you've ever had chocolate mixed with your milk? Because that's weird.
No, I didn't say it was weird. I said, do you ever add any kind of chocolate? Or is it just straight regular
Oh,
milk?
like with his fish.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you were trying to be like, chocolate.
You ever
with
try
milk.
that?
That's weird.
No, just whole milk, maybe 2%. If I'm feeling dainty. But yeah, the chocolate though, I would probably only eat the dark chocolate. Like I ain't trying to eat milk chocolate.
I'd probably give up my bourbon over chocolate, and I love bourbon. But chocolate, something about a sweet tooth.
Oh,
Like
no.
Roula was telling me about Randall. Yesterday I saw Randall's. Like, what? I bought 2 candy bars. You get 2 free.
Yes, I know.
Oh, yeah.
That's the thing.
I'm like, hell yeah.
Buy 2, get 2 free.
Yes.
And
it's
that's
all
where?
kinds
Full
of candy.
size.
Randall's right over here in the corner.
Any Randall's.
Randallis.
The one over on Buffalo Speedway.
Yeah, buy 2 get 2. So
like,
you buy
hell yeah.
2 peanut butter M&Ms, you can get 2 Twix or a
Yeah,
Kit
whatever you
Kat,
want.
a Reese's peanut butter cup. 4 different ones. 2 and 2.
Especially if I eat fish afterwards, I feel like I have to have chocolate.
Something
Take
sweet.
the fishy.
Get that
I feel like
fishy
if I eat something
taste
sweet,
out of
I
your
have
mouth.
to have not black coffee, but like let's say black coffee with a little creamer, but no sugar in the coffee. If I have something sweet, it will ruin me if I don't balance it out with some coffee.
But don't you want some milk and cookies?
No,
Man, he
I'm
loves
over
milk.
it.
I
You
know.
dip your little
You need to get a
cookie in
milk.
that.
I like dipping
Endorsement.
cookies in coffee. That's weird, I know, right?
I don't think that's weird. No, I would do that on a plane, especially.
Yeah. God, there are cookies made for dipping in coffee. There are
I would
some.
just,
okay,
if
yeah.
I was on a
Yeah.
plane and I'm sitting next to a guy
Not
ordering the fish with a big glass of milk, I'd be like, oh God, can I change chairs?
First of all, you're not ordering fish on
What's
a
your
plane.
breath like? I mean,
Who orders fish on a plane?
And I know nobody orders that. There's no fish on planes.
That movie Airplane had fish.
yeah.
By the way,
Who had the
if you
fish?
just tuned in, this all started with a bad habit you won't give up. And to end it on text, this one texter says Diet Coke. You non-soda drinkers are psycho. That's from Ashley in College Station. Thanks for listening,
What about
Ashley.
Coke Zero or something. Diet Coke.
I like Coke Zero.
It tastes good.
Yeah,
Coke Zero
tastes
Cherry.
That's probably something Ashley learned at Texas A&M.
Coke Zero Cherry.
Soda's good for you here. You taking shots now?
Hey, I went there. I know how they are.
He's only allowed to say that because he went there. So,
Yeah.
you Aggies hate
Gig 'em
on your
soda.
own Aggie. Hate on your own Aggie.
Oh, man, they're
people.
going to come for me today.
All right.
They are.
Coming up next, here's the number you're going to call, 833-390-KRBE. Now, why are you going to call us? It's Roula's Relationship Roulette. We're going to bring this back because we had so many calls last time. I want to hear what we get this time again. So the marriage is over. There's no saving it. You've decided that's it. You're divorcing. What is the pettiest thing that you fought over in your divorce? The last time we did this, it was 6 Yankee candles that they probably spent $20,000 in legal fees to fight over.
That's crazy.
So I would like to know, what is the pettiest, dumbest thing that you guys fought over in the divorce? 833-390-KRBE. We'll talk to you next on The Roula and Ryan Show.
Keep your radio right here
Time for your daily scoop. Roula and Ryan's Celebrity Scoop.
on KRBE.
It is brought to you by Taqueria Sarandas. And Jennifer Lopez is making the rounds, doing interviews. Interview Magazine recently had a chat with her and, had to ask her about the whole Ben Affleck debacle. We'll just call it that, right? Got dropped A-Rod within like 2 seconds, was like, come on, let's go, Ben Affleck. And then married for 2
She went back to something that was comfortable.
She went back to it,
Which,
and then
look at stars are like people.
yeah.
They're like us.
Well, you
People
felt
do that,
safe
right?
and comfortable. Did we ever figure out why they Ben and Jen broke up this time? Was it something to do with Diddy's tapes?
No, had nothing to do with
I doubt that.
No. I think they probably just realized.
Because those tapes were around before they were.
Somebody,
Nothing new
somebody
to those
said.
people.
Like
when-
apparently she was in a quote freak off, and he saw the video, and
I'm sure
And
he's
where'd
that's
you
the
read that, Ryan?
That's the clickbait story
The
that's going
clickbait
around.
story that Ryan read is that
Yeah.
Jennifer Lopez starred in a freak off.
Not starred, but was
You don't
privy
think
to it.
Ben
Well,
Affleck
if
did
P.
freak
Diddy was
offs or
part of it,
stuff?
he would have sold that, honey. That's how we know that probably didn't happen, because he probably would have marketed that like a Paris Hilton tape, unless it was his girlfriend that he actually wanted to respect for 2 seconds. I don't know. I know that she's got some dirty involvement somewhere because people are speculating everything, but as far as we know, there's been no talk of any of that.
Okay.
The Jennifer Lopez Ben Affleck breakup. Whatever they have given the fault to. I remember when they got married, somebody in all this, opinion giving of whether you should go back with your ex or not said, I bet Jennifer Gardner's like, you can have him. He has a whole heap of trouble.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Because they were married for how many years, and they had 3 kids together. And he had his own battles with his demons and alcohol and stuff. She says, Jennifer Lopez says, now that I'm on the other side of this, I think to myself, blank, F-bomb. That is exactly what I needed. Thank you, God. I'm sorry it took me so long. I'm sorry that you had to do this to me so many times. Now, did God make the choice for you to get engaged 6 times? We make our own choices.
God gives you the free will to do whatever you want to do.
Right. She says, Jennifer Lopez says, I don't think I have it all figured out, but at least for the time being, she's actually excited about being single. She said, I'm not looking for anybody because everything that I've done over the last 25, 30 years, being in these different challenging situations, what can I blank and do when it's just me flying on my own? What if I'm just free? That's what we've been saying to you, girl.
Take some time.
Stop jumping from one
Took her
relationship
like what?
to the next.
4 marriages to figure that out?
Has she ever been alone for more than like 6 months?
I don't know.
I don't know.
But it doesn't seem like in the press, in her life of the press, it has not. She has instantly gone from boom, 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 one relationship to the
I
next.
mean, she's a smart, talented, successful, powerful woman. She does not need to be in a relationship, does not need
Some
a man.
people like to be around to have a companion.
Some people need to have.
Nobody
an
wants to be
arm.
alone.
And I remember her
Trophy.
saying she needs drama in the relationship to keep it spicy.
Oh, I don't like
so
that.
maybe she grew out of that mentality finally.
Maybe.
Now that
We'll
she's
see
over
one.
50.
Yeah.
We'll see one.
You
She
would
is the
never
modern
know.
day
I
Elizabeth
mean,
Taylor.
she does not look her age at all.
Yes, when I was a child, there was a woman named Elizabeth Taylor who'd been married 8 times. And I remember the first time I ever knew of a wedding of hers was her last one to some guy who was like a construction worker. And all of Hollywood's like shaking their head like, woman, you were the most beautiful woman, most sought after woman in like 3 decades of Hollywood. And you're going with the construction guy. And Michael Jackson was her best man. I
say
remember that when I was a
She
kid.
tried it with those celebrities and all those people. It didn't work. Try it with a regular person.
Yep.
And she pulled the J-Lo too. She married and divorced the same guy, right? Wasn't she with Richard Burton twice?
Yes,
Yeah.
I
And J-Lo's
believe
with
you're
Ben
correct.
Affleck twice. So she's the modern day Elizabeth Taylor celebrity
Who's
in
the
that
celebrity
category.
that married the alligator wrangler?
Lana Del Rey.
Yeah, Lana Del Rey.
That is so on
she
brand
did?
for her.
Isn't that cool?
I cannot believe
Is that
it.
new?
Yeah, it's
I mean, like
new,
a month ago, or?
she denied even like dating him. She was like, "No, he's just a friend," and then boom, they're married.
Oh, that's so cool.
It's so on brand for her though. Like that's her type of vibe.
You think they're going to make it, Amon?
No, but I'm happy for her.
Okay, well, that's good to know. But
no.
Is it a
Jeremy
wrangler or is-
Dufresne is his name.
What's his job?
He
Something
does
with
like
that.
Alligator
tours.
tour guide.
Yeah,
Okay.
Alligator tour guides.
Oh, out in the
Is what he does.
Everglades?
he's in Louisiana.
Oh, Louisiana.
Oh,
He's
really?
one of my people.
Okay.
Okay.
Alright.
So that's good to know. It is Halloween season, and tomorrow at 7:20, we're doing Believe It or Not, the Paranormal Edition. We do this every October for every Friday. You tell us scary but true stories, and it gets people in the vibe to see scary stuff, right? So Variety Magazine decided to rank the best horror movies of all time. What are the top 5? Well, what do you think would make
Let's
the
ask
top
Ahmad.
5?
He is our resident horror films.
Okay.
I mean, you've been
Ahmad,
watching these for
Top 5 for the best horror movies of
Here
all
we go.
time
I
by
think we're gonna
Variety,
see-
which is like a legit publication where the
Yes.
industry believes that they go there for their news.
All right,
So
I'm
it's
on.
legit.
Okay, it's got to be Scream. Has got to be on there. Halloween, Texas Chainsaw Massacre, Nightmare on Elm Street, and I'll throw in Saw.
No-
You
no
got
Friday?
1 out of 5.
Oh my
No
god!
Friday the 13th?
And that's not in there either.
What?
Top 5 Variety ranked best horror movies of all time. Number
Ring?
5
Okay.
from 1968,
Wow.
Okay.
Rosemary's Baby.
Oh.
Okay, that's a classic.
But that's
That's
more
about a
of,
devil baby, right?
Is that
Yeah.
a horror
Okay.
movie or more of a
Scares the hell out of you.
suspense?
Scary movie, right?
Suspense,
Okay.
thriller, anything that
Yes.
scares the crap out of you makes your heart race.
Okay.
Number 4 from 1975. What is the 1975 film
Is
that's
that The
number
Shining
4?
or something?
Exorcist.
Jaws.
Jaws?
1975. Jaws terrified a nation
Mm-hmm.
and has mentally traumatized
I guess-
generations of people of
I
going in
guess
deep water.
I'll give him that.
That's
you know,
true.
you can watch Jaws like in the water. There are places that'll project it on the screen while you watch it in like a lake.
No thanks.
In a lake.
There's
Yeah.
no sharks
I
in
don't
the
know
lake.
what critter's going to give me, though, in a lake.
Yeah, Kevin, there is.
I'm going to lose my toe to a snapping turtle.
Saltwater
They put a
creature.
turtle in there. Or
Yeah.
Water moccasin.
Number 3, best horror movie of all time, according to Variety, from 1960, the original Psycho.
We
that
were just talking about it.
yesterday.
Yes.
Well, nobody had done a movie like that, so it was very innovative.
Yeah, that's
Nobody
true.
had filmed anything like that.
Number 2 from 1973, The Exorcist.
That means you got the number 1 movie right.
Oh, what is it? Which one?
you said-
Halloween?
One of your 4 was correct, and it is the number 1 film.
All right, so
But which one was
Which one do you
it?
think it is?
Okay, based off of this, Liz.
It's by Texas Chainsaw because that's
Yeah, I think
They're going
it's
more
probably
artsy
Texas
fartsy.
Chainsaw. Yeah, they're not going for the good ones, I don't think.
1974's Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
Hey, yo.
50 years ago.
Number 1 best horror movie of
Yeah.
all time, according to Variety.
50th anniversary.
I remember watching that, renting that
seen
from
it.
the video store, and it's so painful to
And
watch.
that guy
It's
that
so
played
bad.
the Leatherface character with the chainsaw, he made money for years.
Gunnar Hansen, yeah.
Yeah, for doing, haunted house appearances and
Oh yeah.
everything. Like
Comic-Con type
October was his
things.
thing. Is he still alive or did he die? I can't remember.
Sure.
What's his name? Gunnar?
Gunnar Hansen.
Gunnar
Yeah,
Nelson.
we,
No, that's
that's from
Look him up.
Nelson Twins. Gunnar Hansen is, he passed away November 7th of 2015. Yeah, he was born in Iceland in March of 47. So yeah, that guy made so much money in the month of October for Everything Scary. I mean, Michael Myers was just an actor in a mask with the zipper suit on, so nobody could really make money. off
Ahmad,
of
did
him,
you know
what
this?
I mean?
The Mask from Halloween.
William Shatner.
Yeah, it was a
I
Captain
love
Kirk
Halloween.
mask.
I watched like a 3-hour documentary about Halloween, which
Really?
a fun fact.
You liked it,
like
huh?
everybody on that set wore that costume. Like when they needed someone to just stand in, like
Yeah.
even Jamie Lee Curtis
She
put on
wore
that
it?
costume.
Oh, how funny!
To do a scene.
You know, Ahmad, that's one of the shows from the movies that made us.
Oh, really?
If you watch Netflix's The Movies That Made Us, and it dives deep in the behind the scenes of how this movie almost didn't get made or how it got made, Halloween is that one.
Is that trilogy done with Jamie Lee Curtis? Like, is
the way the last one
The end
ended,
of it
I think
open?
they're done.
I don't see how
Yeah.
they could come back after that.
Yeah.
every year? Remember they like a few years ago? It was like on Peacock. The night,
Yeah,
the
a
night
new
of
one.
Halloween, it would come out.
People did not like that last one, but I like it. It's true to what John Carpenter envisioned.
John Carpenter's Halloween? Because what was the original story? Gosh, on movies that made up the original
Michael
Halloween.
Myers?
No.
The babysitter murders.
Yeah, something like that. The babysitters are killed or something like that.
Yeah.
And they're like, let's just go ahead and hone in on Halloween.
Smart.
Yeah, smartest thing they ever did because they took over a holiday So that's pretty cool. You can see the whole Variety article at Variety.com because there's 100 movies on the list. 100.
Okay.
The Shining landed at number 18. I only have the top 20. What else? Sounds of the
Did y'all
Lambs
enjoy
in
The
there.
Shining? I thought it was boring.
I didn't enjoy it
the
because I was too
sequel.
young to see it, and when I
I was
saw
too-
it, and it just creeped me out. And I saw the sanitized version,
Very
so I
creepy.
can't even watch the real one when he's actually kissing that lady and
I
she's
just don't want to
like a
watch that
dead
stuff.
corpse.
Like The Nun, all those. I just
can't
can't
watch
watch
it.
those.
No, but it has given me the creepy heebie-jeebies if I go to hotels that are not that full and you can tell they're not at capacity. When Eric, you got married in Cancun, there were 2 hotels connected. The JW Marriott was connected to the Marriott Casa del Mar or something,
That's what
whatever it
we
was.
got,
It
yeah.
had casitas. It was more like, the doors are on the outside when you open the door and you're outside in the hallway versus the JW Marriott was confined hallways.
Like a regular hotel.
Yeah. And so I don't know who was in that Casa one. Maybe my sister was. And I remember walking through this giant corridor and I was alone. And I was like, this doesn't feel right. It just felt so creepy to be alone.
It's like I know what
Because
you
it
did Summer
wasn't
Part
busy.
2 when they were all in the
Yes,
Caribbean. Or
with Brandy and Jack Black.
was a
Oh, God.
This
Rasta.
doesn't
What was he?
feel right.
Rastafarian.
Like he was like a Rastafari man. He was the comic relief.
Wait,
It was
Jack Black
stupid.
was Rastafarian?
Yes.
If you watch it now, you're like, wait,
stupid.
what?
How is that even
It
possible?
made no
They won a
sense.
radio contest.
Here we go.
Time for the Roulette and Ryan Show on KRBE to tell you what's going down in H-Town.
Do you remember the kids are going back to school early August? Well, new reports out. Nearly every single HISD school reported AC problems in the month of August when they opened. 1,540 HVAC work orders were requested at Houston ISD campuses. So the work order request came from literally nearly every school that there was in HISD.
How much that cost?
Oh, yeah.
They're trying to save money.
Didn't say anything about that. But man, 2 Houston private schools were topping the national charts. They just released this information about private school rankings, and it's from Niche. How do you say that? Niche? Like you find your
N-I-C-H-E?
niche? Yeah. So St. John's, which is non-denominational K-12 private school in River Oaks, was named the 5th best school in America. Let's see. And then the Village School, a non-denominational K-12 private day and boarding school in the Energy Corridor, was named the 19th best in the country.
It's a boarding school, so you should live there?
I guess so. If it says boarding, yeah. People
I
can
thought you
stay
said
there.
boring. I'm like, was that all my schools?
Boring.
Boring. Man. I could not go back to that world.
No. I always wondered, like, I've had dreams or nightmares where I'm back in school and I'm like, boring.
5th grade or something.
Couldn't do it. Couldn't do it. No way.
Just to give you a
All
little...
the lies we were told now about stuff in history.
History was really
A
wrong.
joke.
let me just give you some perspective on St. John's being the top 5. St. John's tuition for lower school is nearly $30,000. For middle school, it's nearly $34,000.
That's
and upper
terrifying.
school is nearly $36,000 a year.
Your
Moly.
kid better come out and make millions.
Yeah. What's an investment in your child, I guess?
And
you
then they
hope
go
they
and
pay
they
it
just-
back.
They better all go
And then
to
they don't do
Harvard.
anything. You're like, what the hell?
So if you are paying that much tuition and you have such high hopes, and your kid tells you, I'm going to UT, which is a great school, is that a letdown at that school?
No, UT, it's
Like,
tough
are
to
they
get
all
into.
aiming to
But
be
do they all wanna
Yale?
go to-
No, that's what I'm talking about.
Are
I
you,
know it's
you
tough.
think
St.
it should
John's.
all be
Saying,
like
like-
Ivy League schools?
Right,
That they
like
want
is
to go
that supposed to be a letdown? I don't think it's a letdown at
No,
all.
not
Like,
Kid
at all.
goes, I want to go to Hollywood and become an actor.
yeah, is the pressure
hell?
for a student at St. John's that if I have
Yeah.
not gone into Yale, I have failed? Is that the
But I'm just
pressure?
saying, they
that
spend
some
30
feel?
grand a year on these kids.
36, and that's just the base tuition. That's not the we need to do PTA
Field
big
trips
boards
and all the projects
and
you have to
we're
do.
gonna
And they
we're
still
gonna
gotta
raise
raise
money
money.
for this
We got
because
the
we got to
goal.
build this building over here.
Well, usually a rich person get their kid in. Well, I will just donate a building. Make sure my kids get in there.
Donate a
I will
building.
build the building to house my children for you to educate.
That's the only way I'd get in if my parents would have to donate a building and get my dumb ass in there. I wouldn't be able to get in. It's the Row Museum, or Gymnasium. Everything's sponsored by my family.
If you missed what happened on Roulette Ryan's Roses, Veronica and John are dating, and oh, look at that. They were out to dinner, and Maria was there with her husbands. They all sat together, and it was very odd for Veronica how much Maria and John were into each other at this dinner.
A little too
So
much.
she comes to us for Roulette Ryan's Roses. Where did John send those roses? Find out next on the Roulette Ryan Show.